I think he already used the... He must have used one of those he had already on that gank. I think he used an aggressive urn charge on the Windrunner, but gathers another one there. And there's a rebuttal kill up top. They do bring down Mitch with Venomancer as well as Broodmother. Important kill for them as well. And that's going to give them level 6s. So catching up on that top lane, and the advantage of the Dire is slowly falling, apart from the fact that Void is having the time of his life in the middle lane.
Yeah, that's something that's going to be really, really concerned about. Fnatic MSI, even if they lose the mid-game part of it, if they get farm when they're hard carry, it's very, very hard to stop. We know how powerful Void is. And really, Storm Spirit, if he gets caught inside that ultimate of Faceless Void, there's not going to be a lot he can do about it. He's going to stand there and take it. The bigger thing for me is going to be how SK and Windrunner go, because they're going to be the big ones to try and hold this mid-game together. If they can do that, then this game can go nicely. And now even Mitch searching out for Broodstar on the top lane, playing as the Broodmother. And even then our middle lane, trouble for Void. He needs to leave himself away. He's currently silenced by Night Stalker. Great time to do it. Is there enough time to leap away? No, there is not. He turns to fight. And wow, isn't that a good thing that Night Stalker got one level on silence in?
Yeah, it has been very, very useful in these ganks in the middle that he had that silence from the first gang and now on the second one, being able to lock down that Void so he can't jump away. And that scored them the 2 kills on Void. Wouldn't have happened without the silence. So hint, hint. Great skilling that early on, before level 8. Wondering why Infinity isn't skilling his ultimate, though. That's another story.
Yeah, he's put 4 on Void, and that, but we have seen that really being effective. We saw how much damage that did to kill off Faceless Void in the middle lane.
It's not as much that as the point he's got in Hunter in the Night. He's got 2 points in that. Could have had one of those points in the ultimate and had a longer first night. But it's something we see. It's interesting. It's a hero we see very many different skill builds on, actually, the Night Stalker.
Top lane, they're going to dive right now on the tier 1. We'll go back to Night Stalker in just a couple of moments. Gale's going to start it off. Ravage from Andre. Destroys off most of Sparling, so the tower's now going to focus on the Night Stalker, who with a good Burrow Strike from Mitch, able to finish them off. Brewstar's going to run back, but they can still see him down there. They've got themselves a Sentry Ward, and Brewstar doesn't know this, but the first Frost will go. Gush will go as well. Shackle does lash to a tree. And the power shot, and again the Tidehunter with the last little hit there. Gets the kill. How many kills is that for Andre? It's now 2-0. So 2-0 with 4 assists out of these 7 kills they've got.
That gives him a lot of gold, and that's going to be Arcane Boots for his part. Going to immediately go and celebrate that with his teammates, giving them a lot of mana just there.
It's a double Arcane as well already for Fnatic.
Moving on then. Who has the other set?
Mitch.
Oh, they have Arcane on Sand King.
I'm here in Storm Jump. In towards the middle lane. ALD's flying in as well. That's going to be the death of Void. Well, kill off the hard carry. That's going to help you.
And now 0-3 on, 1-3 on Gordon. So even though he's got those 62 CS, they probably even out with, less than 50. Because of those 3 deaths, he's lost a lot of gold and a lot of levels, not least from all that. And he's currently looking very far away from either a Vanguard or a Battle Fury. Only has the ring, so that doesn't look too good for Gordon over at the Fnatic side, but they're still 7-5.
Yeah, if they can buy themselves some time to get a little bit of farm for him, if he can get to that Battle Fury, then he'll be home and hosed after that point. That's why I'm interested to watch how Mitch is going to go top lane. Andre already been initiated on Mitch, now goes for the Burrow Strike, missing on the Night Stalker. Andre just turns around, throws out the anchor as well as Gush. Negative Urn Charge should kill him. Broodmother's going to destroy up the trees, and again another anchor smash. Andre finally goes down. ALD hurls up towards the top lane, 1-4-3-7. He's trying to run away from the SK as well as Crystal Maiden. And now there's Sentry Walls for the Radiant up there, so Broodmother knows he's safe around there that time. And Night Stalker's also on the run back out. He's managed to get himself a couple of fans. Bayer getting a couple of spiders, gets sending into his chest. Just removing his life off a little bit. And Mitch is looking for him. He really, really hopes that Broodmother walks down that Sentry Wall, but I highly doubt that Brewstar will make that same mistake twice. And in fact, now Night Stalker and AA's back inside the neutrals, and I think they're going to have a crack at Mitch.
I think that Sentry Ward up top is actually a Radiant one, so they can see Mitch if he runs into that one. And they're still going to just try to take him out with the silence, but now it's going to be daytime. And do we have an ultimate on Night Stalker?
Yes. No, we don't. It's on cooldown.
80 seconds, so no nighttime for him. It's going to make it very hard to make kills right now with the only 3-second duration on the silence.
Something we should know too, Faceless Voids skipped out in the middle lane and top lanes, headed down towards the bottom. Has a support from Grinzine as well. So they might be thinking about this, at least a tier 1 tower in the bottom lane, which hasn't been touched until this point. An instant fortification goes. And Night Stalker will retreat back from that tower. So a simple 2-man push is about to become a 3-man if Bayer comes down a little bit further. I hardly doubt he will just yet. TP support.
Ultimate is going to be good.
Is it going to be enough to chain off? And there goes the Storm jumping in on Faceless Void. The creep wave is still there, so it's taking up a lot of the damage, but Void will go down with the negative urn charge as well as a shatter effect. Power shot almost takes the remainder of life, the Bulba, and now Bayer's on the run from Night Stalker. One Void not being enough. Grinzy still harassing the Night Stalker on the retreat back out. There is another negative urn charge. Is there a Shackle shot? And no, he will not. Night Stalker does kill the CM off. Shackle tries to land, but there's no creep wave coming up fast enough. And Grizzly does have one more power shot, lines it up. Misses though and gives a stick charge off to the Night Stalker.
And he's going to pop a positive urn charge himself as well.
Brood's in trouble as well. SK needs a Burrow Strike. It's on cooldown. Is he going to go this blind? They dropped the sentry so they know where it was running. And they're not going to get the kill. Fnatic MSI being denied in the top lane as well.
I'm very surprised not to see that Mitch and Andre don't just try to kill off the Ancient Apparition there. Was in range for the stun, had stun, Epicenter, Gosh, and Ravage. So could have easily scored a kill just then. I'm not sure what Fnatic were afraid of, but did choose to back out, not scoring that kill, and at the same time losing their middle tier 1, so the first tower now going to go the way of the Radiant, and I think we'll see them crossing the gold bar soon.
Prep on bottom lane, A ulti flying in. Nice Stock, no way to dive it. Doesn't want to pop the old one for that. Sorry, anyone back at your thoughts, Sims?
I was just saying the gold graph should probably be hitting 0 very soon with that tower kill and the 8-8 score. Still a farm advantage for the Dire as far as creep kills go. Obviously 75 on Faceless Void is actually being caught up on by the Broodmother with 72. And then, or actually, wow, 90 on Sand King. I completely missed that. He's got the highest farm in the game.
He's looking very, very nice on that. And the gold craft's only about 500
He's
away.
Got Blink as well.
Already?
He is big, yeah.
15 minutes in, Arcane's bottle, Blink, and, well, we can go anything after that point. Might even see Urn on him. If he's going to be aggressive like that, considering he's got the Blink Dagger, I'm hoping he's not just going to sit up there on the top lane and go carry SK. That's only something we'll see from Sexy Bamboo. He's going again on Broodmother. He's got under that water there. Aeol is going to fly in. Hits him perfectly. Cold Feet as well. Storm's going to jump up, pulling him back in again. The Cold Feet will lock him on the pull back in as well. And Storm Spirit Bulba gets the kill on the SK.
This is the combo I talked of before the game started. It's Broodmother, the Storm Spirit together with AA. They can set up kills everywhere if they hit their combo. And then get another kill here on the Sand King, who has a really good farm though, so he's not going to be too bothered by it.
This could go really
There's
bad.
Still gold the other way.
This could go really, really bad right now. There's a Dire Ward there, and Brewstar's running off to the side. They're going to look for Windrunner, but they're not ready for Andre as well as Bayer on the bottom. And they can see Broodmother walking around there, but a simple Venomancer Ward will scatter it out. I really thought that we're going to see Tidehunter as well as CM get completely caught out of position. That didn't happen in the end. So I was worried for nothing, Sind. I was worried for nothing.
You might say, unfortunately, you were worried for nothing, because that means we don't get any kills come off right now.
True.
But on the other hand, we're going to find a kill on bottom. Sand King's going to jump in, Blink Strike, Epicenter. After that stun, Gordon will have to drop the Chronosphere. And will now start bashing away, but deals no damage whatsoever. And everything else flies over the top, and we might just see a couple of rebuttal kills here. Bulba wants to catch up Gordon, will get him as well. Ravage too late. And wow, this
nice
is a mess.
Burrow Strike. Very nice Burrow Strike from Mitch. He's still going to run himself away out of that cold area, but Grinzy's in at the right time. Gets a good power shot to finish off the Storm Spirit. And thinking about the Ancient Apparition, but Tidehunter's going to take care of the Venomancer. Then on the Gush, great communication out from Fnatic MSI. Double kill for the Tidehunter. And Windrunner, while coming at the right time, was unable to stop the SK, but SK was able to stop the Storm Spirit TPing out. So nice play from Fnatic MSI at the end.
They're going to lose their top tower.
Yeah.
But interesting turnaround there from Fnatic MSI. Looked really good for the Radiant at the start of that fight when they all jumped in. But quick turnaround coming out of Fnatic, giving them 4 kills there. They lose the top tower against Brood, though. That's what happens when you leave Brood alone for a little while. Has picked up the Vanguard Soul Ring. Vanguard, very uncommon item on Broodmother, but from playing against this particular Brood player, I can tell you it's his standard build. It is what Broodstar likes to go for in his Broodmother, and we do see some unique builds come off now and then, rather than the standard Orchid BKB. We're going to have a Vanguard first, and then we'll see what he transitions to.
We will see Gordon up on the top lane. How's his farm going? As obviously our Faceless Void is a big key for Fnatic MSI later in the game. And still hasn't got up to that Battle Fury just yet, but does have that Claymore, so is a majority, was at least halfway there, and giving himself that little bit of extra damage at this point. Until he gets that, he has no real islands. As you said, he was doing very little damage. Now blinking towards the middle lane. Nice Dog should be gone. Chaining off the stuns, chaining off the frost. Actually, it's a good silence from Infinity on Bayer, so he couldn't let that frost cone off. He went the Nova to start with. Andre wants to gush. ALD's going to fly close range, going on Mitch. Will Burrow strike under. TP support's coming back out again. And now Universe in a little bit of trouble. Andre, again, with the anchor smash. Will it be enough to kill off Universe? He's about to get stunned. Universe doesn't get away. CM with the last hit will do it. And 1-4-3-7 will claim Andre. It'll be a 2-for-1.
Andre has
will
a gem.
Andre wants to get away, and he should not drop this gem right now. He is on the run for a 1-4-3-7. A ward will drop. He is still going to die in that town. No matter what happens now, Andre will die. But he's going to TP out. The gem is dropped, and 1-4-3-7 takes it.
You're going to be very happy to get this gem right now. Obviously a great asset for both sides. The Dire wants it against Brood, the Radiant wants it against Sand King, and both sides obviously want it to counter ward with. But that's going to be stolen now by the Radiant. 1437 is going to run around with that one. And probably try to see him counter-warding a little bit. Obviously one of the great heroes to counter-ward with this Venomancer, with the Plague Wards. Can throw them up on all sorts of hills and cliffs and stand below and watch those wards get destroyed without having to go too close.
ALD flying top lane, faces Void again. Storm jumps in, easy combination, and Nice Stalker pops him with a Void. That's rather ironic when you come to think about it.
Yeah. Void getting killed by Void.
Brewstar got on the bottom lane. He was just locked in place on that bottom lane next to the tier 1 tower. Fnatic did not care about it. And they should claim a tier 1 tower as well, so that's a bit of a trade-off. And a nice trade for Fnatic, I'd have to say.
Yeah, 1-for-1 at a tower is obviously a good trade, but they're going to be a little worried that their big hard carry has died 6 times now to that combo on the Radiant side. However, the Radiant does not really have a late-game response as far as hard carries go, so the fact that Void drops behind a little bit is probably not that concerning for the Dire side, as long as they keep up in the kills and map control, which they do, 15-13, and both sides have taken 2 towers.
We also see Storm Spirit using a lot of mana to try and catch out that top rune. Was unable to do so. In fact, we actually see an Invis rune now on Mitch, and an Invis rune on an SK who now buys up a Vitality booster. That is gonna kind of hurt if he gets a good epicenter off, which he can almost be guaranteed to do. Actually, how does that work when you use an Invis rune? Because I know it's a little bit different when you use a Lothars and SF or with Prophet CP. But how does it work when you go for an epicenter? Well, the second you hit epicenter, you break the Invis?
Yes.
Okay. So not as easy to get it off. If they got vision up on that high ground, now they don't for 1-4-3-7. But Mitch can have a wander. Where is that gem? That gem's on Night Stalker. That gem is now transferred over to Night Stalker. I'm going to guess they're going to run an Aghanims directly after this point. But that gem being on Night Stalker...
giving it to him as well. He's always going to be inside the fight finding the targets. Somebody else is finding targets right now, though. I think 1437 will be in big problems in just a moment. There we go.
Epicenter off the Pyro Strike. He needs to keep close, Mitch, though. Power Shot's not going to help him off. But SK is able to finish the job with just himself.
Yes, scores that kill. Does cost him the epicenter, though, so I don't think Fnatic will try to force a team fight right now.
I just want the tier 1.
They do still have the Ravage, though, and there's the combo again!
AALD Storm jumps in, and Faceless Void. Dead before he can blink.
He just pops. He simply pops. He died instantly there. And 2-7-0 now for Gordon.
He really needs to get the first complete off the Battle Fury, which I think just before when he got that tower, he had the money to do so, and then died, and now he's back down to 9-10. So it's still a very, very decent farm for Faceless Void to get to that point. But the second he gets that Battle Fury, I don't think we're going to see an aggressive Void. Normally you think maybe you see a Mana Style or something.